Hi guys! There are three new things happening in this image. First of all, I got shirts. Finally, fresh from the screen printer. And the only way to get the shirts right now is to support me on Patreon, but I will talk about that in a minute. Second new thing in this frame is my vacation hat. And what that means is that I'm going on vacation pretty soon. And I will talk about that in a minute as well. The third new thing in this image is my new lens. I just bought a new lens and I will tell you right now why. These are my four lenses that I'm using the most, but I have to say that I only use this one for establishing shots and for my vlog basically. It's a good lens, but I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of wide angle shots, so I only use this when I have to establish something. My favorite lens though is this one. This is a 60mm macro lens and I've had this lens for probably 10 years I would think. I bought it back when I was into photography and it's a really good lens. I love it. And when I started filming, I bought these two pancake lenses. They are quite cheap and I absolutely love the image quality. This is a 40mm and that is a 24. I like them so much because they're super light sensitive and they're still cheap. So I don't have a problem pointing my angle grinder at this one because you can get them used for probably around $100, which is still money, of course, but compared to what other Canon lenses cost, this is nothing. I'm basically super happy with the setup. I think the image quality is great. I like the fixed lenses much better than the zoom lenses for quality and light reasons. But the problem is that I'm working in a shop and I switch out those lenses for pretty much every shot I take because I want to have different angles and I need the macro quite a lot and then I need to establish it again, need to show you where I am at the shop and then I want to show you this, screw driving into the wood real close up, so I will need the macro again and then I need this again and this again. So my camera basically, it looks terrible from the inside. I got it cleaned today and the guy said, you cannot treat your camera like that. It's not good for it. So I decided to invest in a new lens and I bought it and I will test it for a week and see if I like it. I can return it if I don't like it. This is 24 to 70. It is not like there's a super expensive version of this one and then there's the still expensive but not that expensive version. And this is the one that I got. It's not super light sensitive and that's why I took it home to test it first because I want to know if it's enough for my shop because my shop has not the best light and I know that I'm too lazy to focus on that in the next couple weeks, so I need something that I can work with right away. I guess the point I want to make is that if you find a way to invest in yourself that will make you either quicker or will save you money in the long run or will make the work that you have to do on a daily basis more comfortable for you, I am a huge supporter of just spending the money and try to make your work environment as cool as you can. Because I don't know, I work so much on making movies and filming it and editing it that I really want to, like, every little help is appreciated basically. Changing my fixed lenses with a zoom lens is actually something that would make a lot of sense. I just hope I'm happy with the image quality. If the image quality sucks, I will bring this lens back and go back to my regular setup. But I think if I could change it to a zoom lens, I would save so much time. It would be a huge deal. All right, next up, I want to talk about the shirts. For now, the shirts will only be available on my Patreon page. If you follow me on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, those are the other social media platforms I'm pretty active on besides YouTube, then you already know that I launched my Patreon site last week. And it was really important for me to have super kick-ass rewards for you. So if you're willing to spend money to support me in my work, I want to give something back to you other than my videos, of course. So I have patches. Let me show you the patches. They are really high quality. You can put them on your head or your whatever, like you know what to do with the patch. I don't need to tell you what to do with the patch. I got these patches Of course, I got my stickers and I got the shirts so far. And right now, I want to take the time and thank my top patrons for supporting me, and those are my top tier patrons. I want to start with Eric Cullen. By the way, I hope I'm pronouncing your names right. I think it would be funny if I said them in German. So I want to thank Eric Cullen. No, I'm not going to do that. My top supporter by far is Eric Cullen. Man, thank you so much. It makes a huge difference to me. Christopher Eriksson, Christian Dufner, he's from Cologne as well. I actually might just drive by your place and bring you the shirt if you don't mind. Uber Workshop, Kiel Otto, he's the guy I met on the Hurricane Festival. He gave me actually, I forgot my spirit level on the Hurricane Festival and he brought me this. Thanks, Kiel. It's always like, it has its own spot in my workshop. Thanks. Rob's Woodshop, I met him before as well on the Maker Faire and on the Hardware Fair in Cologne. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate your support. Dean Ball, Nathan Pryor, and Brian Prusa. Guys, thank you so much. I'm super happy to have you as a supporter, and I hope that a couple more people are joining in because my first goal is to gather $500 so I can go to the Maker Faire in New York in October. I really want to go there, and to be honest, I already booked the ticket because I found a pretty awesome deal, and $500 would pay for my ticket basically. New York City, it's only a couple weeks to go. I mean, that's awesome. Let me know if you're coming to the Maker Faire as well. I will definitely bring stickers, so I would be happy to meet a couple of you if you're there. Let me know. I asked you guys on Twitter if you have any questions for me. Let's check them out right now. Pickly Sauce wants to know, Laura, where's all the dirt and the sawdust piled behind the camera? Yeah, pretty much. And then also I try to clean up. I try to have Monday my day off. So I usually spend my free day cleaning my shop and doing my taxes, which is not a very nice free day. But at least I get to start in a fresh shop, and I think that makes a huge difference. So all the sawdust is mostly inside my camera, apparently. And then I try to keep my shop as clean as possible. Bill Levolsey wants to know, what's your favorite feeling in the world? Man, that is such a weird question. I guess there's so many great feelings. Let's say I get to say 3 favorite feelings. Well, I mean, to be liked or loved for who you are, that's obviously that's a very big thing, and that's a great feeling to find people that like you for who you are. That's awesome. I also like the feeling of accomplishment. I like to get stuff done. I like to feel efficient and that I'm using my time that I have wisely. That's a great feeling for me too. Another great feeling would probably be nostalgia. I'm a super nostalgic person, and that's not always like the happiest feeling you can feel, but I think it's a wonderful feeling to be nostalgic about. You know, a song comes up in the radio that reminds you of your, I don't know, time in school or whatever. Like, that stuff gets me every time. And also every time I drive over the bridge to Cologne and I see the dome and then there's a nice song on the radio, like I instantly start to cry because it just makes me really happy and makes me appreciate the moment. So I would say I'm a very nostalgic person. I hope that answered your question. Maker in Training wants to know, what was your childhood like? I had a wonderful childhood. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother and her sister. I grew up on the countryside, so I spent a lot of time in the woods building forts and, playing in the little rivers and stuff like that. Yeah, I had a great childhood. No complaints here. How is your fingertip? It is getting better. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not gonna give you the close up again, but I will try to make you see what is happening here with this one. There you go. Sorry, my fingernails are a bit dirty. That's from all the metal work I've been doing. So you can see that there's a new nail growing, like it's coming, and it's pushing out the old one. And I think in maybe 4 to 5 months, I'll be through with it, and that will be the end of it. I hope so, man. I hope so. But as I said before, it doesn't hurt, so it just looks disgusting. But so there's no need to worry about it. Kiel, who is also a Patreon supporter, wants to know. I'd love to know how your blog, website, shop is going. It is going well. I hope it will be live as soon as I publish this vlog. If not, it will be live tomorrow. I'm really happy with it. Also, you guys let me know how you feel about it. Do you like it or not? But it should be live today. I think I will stop with the questions here. There were a couple more. I'm sorry, I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer them all because I think it gets boring after a while. There's one really cool thing I can talk about. You guys know Snapchat. So they have this thing called Snapchat Discover, where there are a couple of channels doing editorial content for the Snapchat platform. It is pretty cool. They have like MTV has a channel, BuzzFeed, People Magazine, Vice, and there's a channel called Brother that just launched 2 weeks ago. So those guys reached out to me and asked me if I want to make content for them, which is crazy. I mean, yeah, yes, of course I want to make content for you guys. So we talked back and forth. We had a very cool Skype call yesterday. So I will be making exclusive content for the Snapchat channel called Brother. Can you believe it? I mean, this is cool on so many levels. So the concept of my builds is going to be different from what I'm doing now because I want to focus more on like silly stuff and lifestyle stuff. I pitched them a couple ideas and so far they like them all, which is great because I only pitched stuff that I was really interested in. I don't want to spoil anything, but I can tell you that I am starting next week to produce the videos. For now we agreed to do a set of 12 videos, which is huge. I mean, it's so much work, but I love it. It couldn't be better right now. It's perfect. I really want to jump in this new opportunity head first and give it my all. And yeah, just want to get started. If you want to see making of stuff and get a bit of behind the scenes peeks, definitely follow me on Instagram. This is where I will post the process and maybe do some stories there and definitely pictures. That being said, I intend to keep my Sunday schedule for YouTube as I did the past 40 or something weeks. But I could imagine that with this new workload, basically now I will have to do at least 2 to 3 videos a week to keep up with the schedules that I have. I guess it could be that I might miss a Sunday, but I'm not attending to. But yeah, that's it for this week. I'm excited about this new lens, excited about New York City. Check out my Patreon. Check out Snapchat, the brother. Check out this channel because I think it's really funny. And what else? Thank you to all my patrons who supported me. This is fantastic. And I will see you next week.